since second wave feminism could not come up to the expectations of the feminists, or did not solve all the problems of feminists, so there was bound to be a third wave of feminism which came in 1990s. And this third wave of feminism was highly influenced by post-colonial and post-modern theories, because we are in 1990s and by now post-modern and post-colonial theories are well developed in our society, and most of the people have read these theories. And post-modernism in particular was affecting and influencing a lot of thinkers around the world, and feminists also were influenced by this thought, as postmodernism is a rebellious kind of a theory wherein decentralization of everything becomes the important focus or core issue of everyone. Feminism of third wave is also a decentralized kind of a movement, wherein the feminists who would call themselves as the members of the third wave feminism were rebellious in attitude and nature, and they were mostly rebellious against the second wave feminists. So it was a reaction to the fundamentals, to the attitude of the second wave feminists. And these feminists of the third wave went to the extent that they said that we should not use the word feminist. We do not need a movement like feminism. And the feminism that has been given to us or brought to us is very narrow or restricted in its approach. And they blamed second wave feminism for being narrow in its approach and attitude. They believe that the second wave feminism restricted itself to the middle upper class white woman. And they believed that the problems that West faced was all because of the white woman, or it was the only white woman who was having problems. So they discussed only the experiences of white women, and they did not make this feminism intersectional, cross-sectional. There are females who are black, who are brown. As I said, that this element of post-coloniality has also entered into the feminism. So what third wave feminism did, it made feminism intersectional. It avoided the use of the terms like feminist and feminism, and they made it more intersectional. They said that feminism is not a problem only for the white woman, but it's also a problem for black woman. It's also a problem for brown woman. And there we will have, writers like Gayatri Spivak coming up with subaltern, you will have Barbara Smith coming up with black feminism, and all these feminism would then grow. But because the feminists of this third wave would not use the term feminism, or they will not call themselves feminist, this led this feminism movement into ambiguity, into a place of ambiguity where it started losing its shape again. And another thing that these third wave feminists did, they said that this notion of second wave feminism, that we will not wear high heels, we will not wear a lipstick, we will not wear tight jeans, was absolutely a false kind of an attitude, a wrong kind of attitude, because these third wave feminists would say that it's a subjective choice of a female whether she wants to wear a high heel or she wants to put on lipstick or tight jeans or low neck, whatever it be. It's her personal choice. It has got nothing to do with patriarchy. If a girl wants to, be like this, present like this, it's her own wish. It has got nothing to do with the society. So these third wave feminists would go back against the second wave feminism and start using those idols again, which were actually, despised by the second wave feminism. But as I said, that this third wave feminism pushed feminism to a state of ambiguity. Sooner there was going to be another wave of feminism, and eventually, if I say time, it would be 2012 when fourth wave feminism erupts, or fourth wave feminism comes up. Now the reason for this fourth wave feminism was, despite the efforts of the first wave feminism, second wave feminism, third wave feminism, the female in our society weren't feeling safe as they should have, or weren't having all those rights there were still sexual exploitations going on, there were still rapes going on, there were still eve-teasing going on, there was still harassment at workplace going on. And these were the things, these were the issues which didn't find any solution in all the previous three movements. And this time around, it was seen that the exploitation, the harassment, the teasing was not only in lower classes or in, we would say, uneducated classes, but rather they saw the prevalence of these things even in the upper, in the elite class. When I say elite class, I will be referring to the class of the Hollywoods, the class of the Bollywoods, and that is why you will find in Hollywood in 2012 Me Too movement begins. And that Me Too movement brings in front of us the harassment, the exploitation, the teasing that females have had among the upper class. And later that Me Too movement also struck Bollywood later on. So one of the important aspects of this fourth wave feminism would be Me Too. Another important aspect of this fourth wave feminism is that they go back to the second wave feminism rather than third wave feminism. The second wave feminist, the third wave feminist, for example, would say that I am not a feminist, but the fourth wave feminist would say that I am a feminist. That was about feminism, and that was about four different waves of feminism. We tried to simplify the introduction of feminism and make it student friendly so that you can understand what is feminism, from where, why did it begin, from where did it begin, and how has it grown or developed over the time period. But the question still remains in front of us, that despite all these movements that we have had, the problem of females have not yet been solved. Even today we find the exploitation of the female is at its peak, whether it be in the form of objectifying females through porn industry, or whether it be through exploitation of females, whether it be in Hollywood, in Bollywood, or it be in domestic lives, or it be like low paid jobs. Even that continues today. And one of the worst crimes that can be committed against women, which prevails in our society, unfortunately, would be rapes and eve-teasings and sexual harassment at public places, at schools, at workplaces, at other institutions. So despite the efforts of all these movements, it is a shame actually for the 21st century civilization that females do not feel safe in the society. That is all we have at your academy. We dealt with the introduction to feminism, and I hope that this lecture was helpful for you and you were able to understand feminism. Don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe at your academy. Your comments, your likes and your shares do enthusiase us to bring us more important and interesting lectures to you. For more important and interesting lectures, keep watching your academy.